Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next game on the channel. This is Shadowrun Returns. Shadowrun Returns, there you go. I was planning on doing Final Fantasy VII, but I've been having a lot of issues recording the audio, specifically, because the cutscene audio is like 30 times louder than the actual in-game audio, and that itself is pretty fucking loud, so trying to measure all of that out has been rather difficult, to say the least. So hopefully I can get around into recording it, because I do want to. It might be after Dragon Age Inquisition, might be after this, I don't know. We'll see. But right now we are playing Shadowrun. For those who don't know, this is actually a tabletop game. I think it's similar to Dungeons and Dragons, if I've got my info right. But this was a Kickstarted game based on the tabletop board game. Is it board game? I don't know. I'm gonna call it a board game. I'm gonna get yelled at for calling it that. But it's set in a really odd setting. It's a mixture between cyberpunk and fantasy. So you have like elves, dwarves, orcs, and trolls, but set in, like, as you can see, like a cyberpunk sort of setting. It's a very odd one. Even more odd, as I said, this was kickstarted, and instead of just giving you like a base game, they gave you a starting campaign and then the ability to make your own maps and have custom games, campaigns, and so forth and so on. So I will be doing the one they released called Dead Drop. I haven't explored too much in the custom campaigns because I don't want to sift through Steam Greenlight or the workshop for Steam to find a decent campaign. But the one they released was very well written. I do enjoy this little story, and I have completed it, obviously. I think I can show you my save file. Yeah, I have this troll over here. I think that's a troll. God, I hope it's a troll. Some spoilers, I guess. So yeah, I do have Shadowrun Unlimited, and so far I'm just sort of like running around trying to figure out where everything is. It's a very odd one. But yeah, they released with Dead Man's Switch. You can find more stories on Steam Greenlight, as I said, or Steam Workshop, whatever. It's Steam. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's just hop right into the Dead Man's Switch. Let's just go normal, I guess. Oh, okay, there you go. I do want to play as a female, I think elf. So you'll notice that each of the races have different stats. Don't know if it actually really matters if it's male or female. I wouldn't assume there would be much of a difference. Since the Awakening in 2012, 5 races have been considered meta-human. The races that now make up the world are Dwarf, Elf, Human, Orc, and Troll. So you have Human, Elf, Dwarf, Orc, and Troll. I think I did Troll last time? Yeah, they have horns. I did Troll. Did I say Orc? I think I... Fuck. Like I said, I think I want to go Elf this time around. And then you'll notice that there are several archetypes underneath. These are a quick way to generate your character. They are pre-generated characters with attributes and skills tuned around a specific function. So you have Street Samurai, which is like your more tankier, like I don't want to call it a tank because they're more combat focused. There you go. More like not melee based, but just in general all around combat. You have Mage that uses a form of magic, I believe, specializing in the casting of spells, but that doesn't mean they can't shoot guns as well. Rather, magic is the center of their life. Their spells reflect a pure balance of the mana sphere and cover a wide range of magical effects. Then you have Decker, which is like the cyberpunk character. A lot of hacking with this guy, from what I understand. I'm not an expert in Shadowrun, in case you're wondering. You have the shaman who can summon spirits by using fetishes. I don't really understand how they work because the summons don't always listen to you, and I don't want to attempt to play as a shaman. Rigger uses robots and drones. I'm not sure how much of a difference Rigger versus Decker has. And then you have the physical adept who's, you know, the brawler type character. I think I want to go with mage this time. I think last time I did a nun build where I just sort of like build my own character. But I think I'll just stick with mage. You can change your portrait, and I think it determines your character model. I don't know if the face actually changes. I don't think it really does. So you can just sort of have like a blank face. Change the hairstyle. Let's go with the... I don't know if that's dreadlocks or just like a really thick ponytail. I'm gonna assume dreadlocks. Let's go with that. Get blue hair? No, I think the red looks nice. Yeah, so rather simplistic character, like visual customization. But as I said, you can go into a non-archetype and just build whatever the fuck you like. Because you have to pick your own stats, which I'm probably gonna fork. I'm gonna probably fuck this up, much as I said, or much as I fucked up the word "fucked up." So, the way leveling works is you spend karma. Karma represents the experience characters earn while running the shadows and achieving goals. Karma is used to improve attributes and skills. An attribute or skill rating can be increased by spending karma. So you need at least 5 karma points in order to get 4 to 5, and so forth and so forth. So because I am a mage, I think I should be focusing on intelligence. Wasn't that the... That should have been... Hold on. Go to int. No, not int. Quickness? Hold on. Wait, go back. What? This is a mage. Key attributes in willpower. Willpower. Okay. I was like, wait a second. None of that makes sense. So here you go. Magical attacks. Intelligence and willpower are very similar in most games, but this game it makes a pretty big difference, it seems. So, the base willpower is used to calculate the chance of hitting with magical attacks. Also used to reduce the chance to be hit by enemy magical attacks. Spellcasting, critical hits, and chi casting, the main component to calculate the chance of hitting with adept powers. I think I want to get killing hands. Yeah. Magic resistance, increased spell slot. Sure, let's get that as well. And I do want to be able to, shoot things. So do I want to go with pistols, SMGs, shotguns, or rifle? I think we should go with SMG. I'll be fine with SMG. I don't know if I can upgrade anything else. Probably just get dodge. Because I don't want to get close combat. My willpower is already fine. Charisma's I don't really think important for my character. So yeah, I think that's fine. Choose an etiquette. Etiquette is knowing how to behave in various social situations. The right etiquette can give you an edge in certain conversations. Choose an etiquette from the list below. It does not cost karma, and each etiquette can only be chosen once. So do I want to be corporate, security, gang, socialite, shadowrunner, street, or academic? I don't know what the difference is, and they don't really explain. So like, does a gang member mean that you're street smart? But then what does academic mean? Like, how are you academic? Do you just know a lot about, like, science? Or math? Like, are you gonna do quadratic equations in the middle of a gunfight? Like, I wish they'd go into a little more depth into choosing an etiquette and how each one differs. Like, corporate and academic, or socialite. You know, it's a little weird. Since the game is called Shadowrun, we'll just pick Shadowrunner, because why not? And as a name, we do need a name, which I'm going to go with this, in case you do not understand why. It is an acronym for Dubellans, I think, hopefully, yeah. Yep. I can write acronyms, cool. So yeah, the game has a lot of reading in it, and most of the dialogue, no, not dialogue, most of the story is told through text like this, and most of it's really well written. So, your apartment, 3 o'clock in the morning, it's got 4 walls, a roof, and isn't on fire. Even the cockroaches have fled in search of better accommodations. Not actually a runner's dream pad, but right now it's all you have left. Running the shadows is all about feast or famine. One day you're Nova Hot, working jobs that allow you to eat at 5-star restaurants. The next, well, you're here. This one's a famine for the ages. Slag and Fixer hasn't called. The money's run out, and then some. Sinless and free to starve in the cracks of a society run by megacorps who just want your nuyen, which is money. Something needs to change, and soon. I'm gonna bork up a lot of these conversations, so gonna misread it and get yelled at, which is gonna be fun. A slip of paper with your bank balance, enough to cover you through the end of the week. So we're not completely broke. State of the art in 2050, broke since 2051. Nice. Your notebook, calendar contacts, that kind of thing. View my list of contacts. Carter, Detroit, Fixer, no response to messages. Dowd? Is this shit, I had a reference here. Dishonored, there you go. He died. Kind of close actually. Felton Nash, Fixer, missing since February. New Laurie, a runner, he's dead as well. Sam Watts, runner, question, probably in a gutter somewhere. Good. Dead. Half-Jack dealer, retired or dead. Half-Jack sounds familiar. He was in the other campaign I have. The list goes on. All either dead or just plain dead. Or dead ends. Excuse me. That makes a little more sense. They're just dead or just straight up dead, you know. Personal calendar is empty, nothing to do. My notebook. Your vid phone rings, jarring you. Who's calling you at 3 a.m.? Who the fuck is calling me at 3 a.m.? The screen leaps to life, making you squint against its brightness. The face on the screen is laughing. Sam Watts. Hey, buddy, hope I didn't catch you at a bad time. He giggles. He's drunk again. Or worse. So... Let's see. Shouldn't have given you my com code, you gunk. Where have you been, Sam? I haven't heard from you in months. Another giggle. Oh, don't bother with your side of the conversation. I'm not really here. Just one reason for this vid. Someone finally geeked me. I'm dead. Probably had it coming. When you're an unsavory character like myself, you tend to associate with other unsavory characters who often partake in unsavory businesses. Like you, for example. So why am I dead? Who knows? Probably my fault. I wonder where you are right now. I bet you hit a big payday and you're living the high life. Yep, sure did. Some of us are born winners, and some of us are me. Hey, do you remember that Renraku? Sure. Gonna bork up everything. God. When things went to hell and we lost Dowd. I'm gonna call it Dowd. I'm pretty sure it's Dode or something. Or that makeshift saloon on the docks afterward. I really had your back that night, didn't I? That's a name you haven't heard in a long time, and you're gonna keep butchering. Oh, dream sequence or flashback.